What's up, average viewers? Every month there are so many movies and shows being released that it's impossible to keep track of. Like, did you know that a Game of Thrones spin-off series comes out this month? You won't believe it, but there's a Forrest Gump remake, 2 Marvel shows, and a Star Wars show that all come out this month. In just 10 minutes, we'll go over everything coming out across all streaming platforms so you can keep track of what you want to watch this month. Let's jump into that guide for August 2022. You guys already know we're going to start off with
coming soon to theaters.
On August 5th comes Bullet Train, directed by Deadpool 2 and Hobbs & Shaw director David Leitch. It's got Brad Pitt, Karen Fukuhara, and Sandra Bullock, where Brad Pitt plays an assassin with a mission on a, you guessed it, bullet train. This movie looks fun, intense, and funny and original. I'm gonna check it out. On August 5th comes Bodies, 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 an A24 film starring Pete Davidson that looks fun and interesting. A group of rich 20-year-olds go to a mansion and play a game that turns deadly. It looks like it has comedy, horror, and it makes fun of millennials as well, so count me in. Also coming on August 5th is Easter Sunday, starring Joe Coy. It's a comedy set around Easter Sunday based on Joe Coy's life experiences and stand-up comedy. This one has me shook, you guys. India is remaking Forrest Gump in their country. This might be hilarious to watch. It comes out on August 11th and it's called Lal Singh Chadha. On August 12th comes the thriller Fall. It's by the same people who brought us 47 Meters Down. I imagine it'll be pretty much the same movie, have the same quality and reception, but if these movies are your thing, then give it a shot. On August 12th comes an official Sundance selection starring Aubrey Plaza, Emily the Criminal, a crime drama thriller about how Emily gets pulled into the criminal underworld of Los Angeles. August 12th brings us Mac and Rita, where a 30-year-old writer wakes up to find she has been turned into a 70-year-old. Looks really cringe. There's a Dragon Ball Z movie coming out, but if you like Dragon Ball, then you probably already knew that from 4chan. On August 19th comes an Idris Elba film, Beast, about a father and his daughters who fight a lion on vacation. I'm just wondering why everyone loves Idris Elba, but yet he can't seem to land the lead in any good movies. This looks like an interesting case study type movie. Basically, a perfect young couple have to stay in a white room together for 50 days to earn $5 million. Basically, it's like if Mr. Beast made a feature film. Releasing August 19th. On August 26th, we have The Invitation, a Dracula cult movie. Finally, on August 31st, we get to see how bad of a movie George Miller can make after Mad Max Fury Road, starring Tilda Swinton and Idris Elba in 3,000 Years of Longing, where a scholar finds a genie and gets 3 wishes. Wow, you guys, we made it through movies coming to theaters, but it's the 21st century and now we have movies being released on streaming. So let's start with Netflix. Let's see if Netflix can keep people from unsubscribing this month, but if I'm being honest, it doesn't look too good. On August 5th, we have Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, where this time they fight off an alien species. On August 12th comes 13, the musical, the biggest musical that Netflix has produced to date, based on the stage musical about a boy moving from NYC to a small town in Indiana. Also on August 12th comes Day Shift, starring Jamie Foxx and Dave Franco, an action fantasy comedy about vampire hunting. On August 17th comes Look Both Ways, about a woman who attends her college graduation and gets to play out 2 parallel realities, one where she becomes pregnant and another where she has a career in Los Angeles. Kevin Hart and Mark Wahlberg star in a low-quality comedy called Me Time, about a father who meets up with an old buddy to get away from his family for a wild weekend. If it's another comedy produced like Man from Toronto, then get as far away from it as you can. Finally, on August 31st comes a British thriller, I Came By, about a graffiti artist who targets the wealthy class and discovers a shocking secret. Next up, movies arriving to Prime Video. On August 4th comes 13 Live, starring Colin Farrell, Joel Edgerton, and Viggo Mortensen. Directed by Ron Howard, it's about a rescue mission in Thailand where a group of young boys and their soccer coach are trapped in a flooding underground cave. On August 26th comes Samaritan. Looks kinda interesting. It stars Sylvester Stallone as a superhero who seemingly disappeared 20 years ago, but a young boy discovers him and tries to coax him out of hiding. So basically Creed. Also on August 26th comes Untrapped, the story of Lil Baby, a documentary about the career of Lil Baby. We've got a very skippable movie coming to Peacock. On August 5th comes They Them, starring Kevin Bacon. A group of teenagers at an LGBTQ+ conversion camp endures unsettling psychological techniques while being stalked by a mysterious mass killer. I wonder if the title's pronounced They/Them and it's kind of like a pun on the slasher horror genre. I don't know. Next up, Disney Plus. On August 5th comes Lego Star Wars Summer Vacation. It takes place after the events of Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker, but as with all family vacations, things don't go according to plan. Moving on to Paramount Plus, on August 12th comes Secret Headquarters, starring Owen Wilson as a superhero. While hanging out after school, Charlie and his friends discover the headquarters of the world's most powerful superhero hidden beneath his home. On August 19th comes Orphan: First Kill, part of the Orphan franchise. After escaping a psychiatric facility, she travels to America by impersonating the missing daughter of a wealthy family. Don't forget movies on Hulu. On August 5th comes Prey, the origin story of the Predator in the world of the Comanche Nation 300 years ago. Apple TV Plus has a movie releasing on August 5th called Luck, about the unluckiest person in the world who finds herself in the land of luck and must unite all the magical creatures in the land to turn her luck around. HBO Max has 2 documentaries releasing. August 13th, The Princess, a documentary about the life and death of Princess Diana and the public attitude to her monarchy. On August 26th, Katrina Babies, an intimate look at the aftermath of Hurricane Katrina and the impact on the youth of New Orleans. We're all done with movies, so let's move on to original TV shows coming to streaming, starting with Netflix. On August 5th comes The Sandman, based on Neil Gaiman's comic books. It follows the Dream, the personification of dreams as he escapes imprisonment and sets about to reclaim his lost equipment. On August 23rd comes a reality series, Chad and JT Go Deep. These are real-life influencers, and it follows their journey to take to the streets to spread awareness on important issues. Netflix is so desperate, they're making content about content creators. On August 24th comes Lost Ollie, Netflix's equivalent of Toy Story, where Ollie adventures across the countryside to reunite with his owner. Moving on to Amazon Prime, on August 4th comes All or Nothing Arsenal, a docu-series following a crucial season at one of the world's biggest football clubs. On August 12th comes A League of Their Own, a TV series remake of the 1992 movie about the World War II Professional Women's Baseball League. Also on August 12th comes Cosmic Love, probably the worst thing ever put to television. It's a matchmaking show based on astrological signs. A few big shows coming out to Disney Plus this month. On August 10th comes a series of original shorts, I Am Groot. About Baby Groot, they will feature several new and unique characters. On August 16th comes She-Hulk Attorney at Law. Some have already predicted it will be a dumpster fire, but let's give it a chance. Finally, on August 31st comes Andor. It's a Star Wars spy thriller that follows the rebel spy Cassian Andor from Rogue One, a Star Wars story. Up next, shows coming to Hulu. On August 12th comes This Fool. Julio Lopez plays a punk with a heart of gold who goes out of his way to help everyone but himself. On August 15th comes a docuseries about the Los Angeles Lakers. On August 25th comes Mike, a sport drama following the controversial life of boxing legend Mike Tyson. On August 30th comes The Patient, a drama mystery thriller starring Steve Carell and Domhnall Gleeson. A psychotherapist who recently lost his wife finds himself held prisoner by a serial killer who requests to curb his homicidal urges. The only notable show coming to HBO Max is House of Dragon. On August 21st, set 200 years before the events of Game of Thrones, centered around the House Targaryen. Next up, TV coming to Peacock. On August 2nd comes The Hillside Strangler, Devil in Disguise, about 2 serial killers, Angelo Buono and Kenneth Bianchi, who impersonated police officers and dumped victims' bodies off the hillsides of East LA. On August 15th comes The Undeclared War, starring Simon Pegg. It's set in 2024 as a team of analysts work to ward off a foreign cyber attack on the country's electoral system. Finally, on August 25th comes The End Is Nigh. Bill Nye back at it again as he explores the myths and realities of natural and unnatural threats. A couple shows are coming to Apple TV Plus. On August 12th comes 5 Days at Memorial, a drama based on true events surrounding Hurricane Katrina as exhausted healthcare takers make life or death decisions. On August 19th, Bad Sisters is released. It's a TVMA drama about 6 sisters whose brother-in-law winds up dead, and the investigators look into who had the motive to kill him. Thanks for making it to the end of the video, you guys. I have provided Google Calendar links that you can use to remind yourself about the shows and movies you were interested in. They're color-coded and non-obtrusive. They'll just appear like so. Subscribe to as many or as few as you'd like. Alright, you guys, let me know in the comments down below what you think you'll be seeing this month. Hit that subscribe button and that bell so you can catch these videos every month and other top tier content. As always, Davis, thanks for watching, and the rest of you, stay average.